Most of the health and weight loss advice in this industry sucks so bad that it's painful. So to kind of remedy this situation, I want to introduce something new here over at Modern Health Monk. I want to introduce the 21-day Tiny Habit Challenge. So it's 21 days. I'm going to introduce one tiny nutritional habit each day to help you lose weight, have more energy, and live better by changing one tiny habit. Now I can guarantee this is going to be so much different than what you're used to, because most of the time we're used to go to the gym 2 hours a day, that kind of advice. Stop eating carbs, all this very, very excessive, extreme advice, and the reality is that not many of us can actually stick with it. It's funny because I noticed that almost always the people that spend the most hours in the gym are almost always beginners. They're not the people seeing the best results. And that's because the entire idea of working more and working harder to get the health results you want does not always work out. So there's a really cool story here that'll help you anchor in the way I want you to think about, alter your entire philosophy for how you approach weight loss and being healthier. It's called the 20-Mile March. Now the story is about two groups of people that were originally competing to be the first to reach the South Pole. The race was between Robert Falcon Scott and Roald Amundsen. And again, they wanted to be the first to reach the South Pole. And they were amazed to discover how different these two groups approached reaching the South Pole. Again, these were two expeditions filled with different people, and they took very different approaches in order to get there. Amundsen, I think he was Norwegian, I'll have to double check that for sure. He beat Scott to the pole, to the South Pole, had a smooth and uneventful journey the entire time, both there and back. While Scott reached the pole and basically realized that this guy had already beat me there, this Norwegian group, and on his way home, 4 of his men died on the 700-mile return trip. Now the difference between the two was that Amundsen, the Norwegian group, they decided to take just 20 miles a day of walking. They would walk whether it was rainy, snowy, or sunny, while the other group would walk excessively on the good days and just stop or do very little on the bad days. So the group that won decided to do one tiny habit, well, in this case, not so tiny, 20 miles a day. 20 miles a day, every day, no matter what. Slow and steady. Versus the other group where 4 of them ended up dying and they got there slower anyway. So we're going to apply this 20-mile march concept to get the best results you've ever gotten by picking a few key habits and just being consistent with them. Avoid the temptation to do 3 hours of something. So we're following this idea of one tiny habit per day. Or if you want to do multiple habits, do them, but make them very small and very easy. Every day should feel easy. That's the cool part. I'm not going to tell you to hop in the gym for 2 hours a day. Now here's your assignment for now. Before we get started with habit number 1, I want you to take a few minutes today to put together a habit sheet that looks like this. Now this is a concept I talk about in my book, Master the Day. But the idea is that rather than tracking calories or how far you are on the progress line, instead track daily habits. So as you create these sheets, I want you to have one at home and then one at work or at school or on your iPhone, wherever you are all day where you can see it. So you're constantly reminded of your habits. And then you're going to write down Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And the point of this is to help you track the daily habits, not pounds lost, not weighing yourself, or any of this other crap. We're just going to track the daily habits for the day. So that's what we're going to use as we go through this series. Make sure you go check out habit number 1 after this, but for now, that's what I want you to do. Now before you go, I want you to quickly leave a comment below here. Tell me what's one thing you are excited to learn about, all right? Go ahead and leave a comment below. And again, I'm gonna put these all in one epic article over on my site, Modern Health Monk. I've also got a free guide for you there, 5 habits to help you lose your next 10 pounds. And if you like this tiny habits approach, make sure you go check out my book, Master the Day, on Amazon.com. That'll help you take it one step further. But for now, keep your eyes peeled for habit number 1.